Hello. The penultimate episode of the classic Twilight Zone is upon us with The Fear. Starring Peter Mark Rickman, who had a great career and did, Star Trek, Knight Rider. He was in an episode of the old Battlestar Galactica. And he stars as the Trooper, of course. There's some more sound bites in the intro to this and the outro as well, I think, that goes in the Michael Jackson song. And this is the last episode that Serling wrote. The last is a Hamner episode. It's shot on a soundstage forest. And if you pay attention, it's obviously not a real forest, but if you pay attention to it, you can see that there's someone working with, a leaf blower or something to make sure that it looks authentic with leaves rustling and things like that, which is kind of, it's a nice change, because in the earlier episodes, whenever there was a forest, it was always dead still. Everything was just still. The car gets tipped over, and he just opens the door and starts rooting around for the radio. And that's exceedingly risky, because a car will tip, right? This is not a safe position for a car to be in. So, but he's a cop. He knows what he's doing. He talks about being in two wars, and if this is supposed to take place in 1964, then I'm guessing it's the Second World War and the Korean War. That's the ones that a character his age would have been sort of eligible to participate in. That would have been major conflicts, at least. The fingerprints on the car are interesting because, first of all, they are clearly painted on. Not just from a production standpoint, they're big sort of stamps that they've glued on. You can see the edges. But also, it's clear that they've been painted on because there are no indentations in the car. If something with that little of a footprint, if that's the term we can use, would apply enough pressure to flip a car over, it would leave indentations in the metal of the car. There's not. That bugged me the moment I saw it. It's just, yeah. And the trooper just throws out that whatever we're looking for is 500 feet tall, more than 500 feet tall. And not sure on that, because if you look at the fingerprint, it's just around 30, maybe a bit less, bigger than a human fingerprint is. I'm sure you could, freeze frame it and actually count, but still. And the footprint is about 30 feet long. So whoever would do this is about 30 times larger than a normal person. So 30 times maybe 6 feet, let's say, or maybe just 5 feet. So it's 150 feet tall, not 500 feet tall. 500 feet tall person would be very, very towering, and the footprint would be huge. Anyway, the creature, the balloon, spoilers, is just about 25-30 feet tall, so it's not all that impressive. Of course, this episode is very reminiscent of The Invaders from season 2, where it's the exact opposite. That's the humans traveling to another world, and it turns out that is the race of monsters, right? The giants. And we've also seen the episode with, the little workarounds and the building of statues and things. So there's a lot of talk about scale in the Twilight Zone like this. Anyway, that's the next to final episode, and I will see you next week for the very last one. Take care and see you then. Bye.